Deeply disturbing internet stories. Not gonna waste any time, let's get into the video. Alright, we're starting.
In this terrifying picture, do you see it? Do you see it? If you don't, a wife is all alone in her home. She's not single. She has a husband. He's just at work. This wife, her name is Sami. She discovers a secret, like a very dark secret, that none of you would want your partner to have. Now, I showed you the picture. Most of you probably can't see it until I point it out to you. She's home alone, like I mentioned in the beginning, and she's cleaning. These are one of the days she's deep cleaning the home. Cleaning up everything in the house. Getting the dust off the ceiling fan. She's doing every single thing. Real deep cleaning. Wife material.
Oh. I'm sorry.
That's how I want my wife to be, look. And don't worry, I'm not gonna make my future wife clean every time. I'm gonna clean too, and I'm gonna cook sometimes. She's gonna cook sometimes, especially since I love to cook. If you know me, I love to cook. But as she...
Hey, listen. If she loves to cook, she loves to cook. I'm gonna cook a few times, you know? Will it be good? Maybe. Will it be burnt? 100%. But, you know, it's just the thought that matters, you know?
was cleaning, she never really goes through her husband VHS tapes. It's been a while. I haven't heard VHS in a while. She sees the tapes, and you know, she's always been curious about it, but she never really cared too much to check these tapes out, and she's just looking at it saying, oh, okay. I mean, I obviously don't want to throw these tapes away because I know that my husband, he's keeping them for a reason. What are these? Maybe his childhood tapes or something like that? Well, I have to know why he have these tapes in his home just sitting here like this. I want to check them out. There go the goosebumps. There they go. So she's like, okay, now I just have to scram through a couple of these tapes to get the VHS player in the back. She hooks it up. She sets everything up. She's like, let me put this in. Maybe it's some old video footage that he have with his family. It has to be something important on why he...
I put my money on murder. It's murder. It's murder. It's murder, brother.
Wants to keep these tapes here because, I mean, come on, we're in a modern day now. No one uses tapes no more. Remember, there's multiple tapes. So she put in the first tape. She noticed her husband, he's just recording himself going crazy, absolutely crazy. And I mean like aggressive type crazy. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Yanking the pecker. So the husband is sitting like this, and I'm not over exaggerating when I said really going like extremely aggressive. Like, it was a
did you watch the video? Was you there? How would you know this? Was you there watching it? Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Very strange videotape for the wife to see, and he's just... And so he does that, like that, in that motion for 20 minutes. What creeped her out is that, not truly creeped out because, I mean, all he's doing, like I said, she probably think this is an old footage. But what kind of threw her off is what I should say. The wife hears the husband saying a girl's name. She never heard this name. She don't know where this name come from, but it threw her off. So she was like, come on, this has to be an old video. But it's kind of weird that my husband would have this footage of him doing that in that motion for 20 minutes straight. That was the first tape. She takes that out, and now she has to look at the...
Stay right there. First tape? The first tape. Mind you, there was like 4 or 5 tapes right there, right? For one to tape themselves. Okay. He's an adult, man. He can do it if he wants to. That's like a lot of money though, but him to do it continuously after the first time, that is a gooner. And he must have a big meat. I have no more to say.
She puts the next one in and it gets worse, and I'm talking like 1,000 times worse, because that first one, let's be honest, it's not cause for a divorce if this tape was a little bit old, but who cares? This next one just ruined everything because what she seen was him laying down on the bed next to another girl with words written all on each other's bodies, fully nude, no clothes. At this moment, it's like this wife is currently watching a horror movie. At least almost that's what it seems to be, because as time went on of them just laying together, she's slowly moving, slowly getting up, slowly putting on clothes, and it's like he's just watching her and he's looking at her put on the clothes. And once she gets the clothes on, the reason why she can't really run away, because that's what she's trying to do in this footage, run away and get away from him, is because she's brutally injured. She's extremely injured and she cannot run. She cannot speed walk. She cannot do any of these things in this moment, but she's still trying.
YouTube is gonna kill me.
That's when the husband, he gets up to the camera as she's still trying, and he looks at the camera and smiles.
Oh my.
Oh, she tries to run away, so I have to teach her a lesson. And then looks at her, walks up to her, start asking her. But as disturbing and weird and creepy as this footage is, wife, she's playing the footage back and back and back to every part that she can see this girl's face. Now, she don't know who this girl is, but she's seen his face before. She's playing it back to remember where this face is from, and then she realized, yeah, this is the missing girl around town. There's missing posters everywhere about
she looks like a minor. Hold on.
this girl around town. She's missing. Nobody can find her. This is her in the footage. So now you can see why this whole thing is a horror movie in real life. So the girl in this footage, this was 23 years ago. She would be 31 today. Well, 2026. And
Dog, hold on. Dog, do you know how crazy that is? Mind you, she's been missing for about a long period of time, right? And then that man had video evidence in the house. And the wife been overlooking it for the past years. Okay. They didn't try to pick it up. They didn't try to look through the footage. And he left all that evidence. He's the most dumbest person in the world, or he's the most luckiest person. I don't know what he can be. Okay. This in general is horrible. You know how bad that thing is? That is horrible. Oh my goodness. And then takes her and then watches her try to leave because she's been brutally hurt, and then repeats to grape her. I hate when people talk about that, or even has to go through that, because it hurts me personally, dog. And so me seeing this, or just me hearing this in general, because if I sit in the video, I don't know what I would do. I'm going straight to the cops with all this information. I'm finna get him arrested today. Actually, in the next hour. Not today. It's same hour, same minute. He ain't walking free. An 8-year-old. Oh my goodness.
no one knows where she's at. No one knows dead or she's alive. The family still believe that she's somewhere out there, but no one really truly knows. And this man, yes, he's serving jail time, but he will be out. And people believe he's going to be the same sick creature that he is.
Oh my goodness. I need different sound effects. But oh, you know what? I got a whole clip for this. Hang that nigga now. Exactly. That's all I needed to hear. I just needed that clip. Hang that nigga now. Okay. Hang that boy down. I don't want to see him in the street. If I see, they better show his face. I got people in the hood. I'm gonna make sure that he ain't walking free. The streets gotta be safe some way.
Yes, and this man was charged with a lot of more cases. This could be a whole 2-hour video about just this man alone, in this case alone, because it's more.
His identity hidden, kept from the public.
more cases to this case. Honestly, he hasn't been charged for that girl, actually.
What?
Fuck. I don't know. He was charged for some other cases. GGYS. Move these baby wipes real quick. No, y'all, I don't have a baby. Just wipes come in handy. Like, I absolutely love wipes. Anyways, snacks. Most important thing. Thank you. Thank you. Also, y'all see that little hype button? If you enjoyed this video, press it.
I do if the video's good.
I don't know why I said it like it, but can you press the button, please? That just boosts my channel out there more. But let's not waste no time. Corey X Kenshin have not been posting. I don't know where he been.
Pull down your pants.
But
that boy needs to post. No, hold on. Say it with me now. Corey needs to post. It's not a hot topic in the first place. That man's moving like my dad. Last time I see my dad was 2020. So he needs to start posting before he turns into my actual. Like, I've been a Corey fan since 2019. Okay. I've been watching him back in the day. And I know him close enough for him to, like, you know, this and that. But, like, brother, just I know he think he funny or something, or like, I know he cares. My bad. I was wrong. Shoot. Not working properly. I know he cares, like, a little bit. But, like, he needs to start putting extra effort, bro. I can't, like, I was there. Oh my goodness, bro. Like,
still, shout out to Corey X Kenshin. But let's not waste no time. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. GGYS. Go get your snacks.
I just started off in your world.
that was a fire. Hold on. I need to know that song. Okay, I'm gonna get my snacks. Give me 1 second. Jazz music. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna cut this real quick. Well, let's go.
Many of you have probably seen the CCTV footage and understand. If you have and you know the reason behind it, my gosh, it is really scary. And that's because of this lady, Gaslane. But her last name is Maxwell. I'm gonna call her Maxwell. It's way much more easier. Now, she's in jail for trafficking. We seen the CCTV footage of her just being in jail, sitting there of boredom, complete boredom. But when the CCTV footage was released, everyone was like, this has to be the girl Madeline. And everyone is saying, yes, this is 100% Madeline. And the reason why a lot of people believe that this is Madeline now, because when the Epstein files was released, if you search up Madeline McCain or McCann, you get 3 results of her popping up in the files. One big clue was this tip, and in this tip,
they say that in September 2009, they saw a woman and a girl walking and a man walking just ahead of them. They say that the child resembled Madeline McCann, and they say the woman resembled Ghislaine Maxwell. They say that the woman appeared agitated and it looked like she was in a hurry. She says that the child kept turning around to look at her. She also says that the child kept her hand over her right eye during this sighting.
Now, of course, that's important that she kept her hand over her right eye, because when you look at the picture of Madeline, you see that clearly her right eye is different from everybody else. She stands out really easy because of that right eye. Also in the tip, this person described her, the grown lady that was holding the hand of Madeline, she had short hair, like Maxwell, who also at the time have short hair, like extremely short hair. It was so crazy that they even had a sketch of how this woman looks. And if you compare that woman to Maxwell, I mean, don't they look alike? Of course, I can't say 100% that Maxwell did this with Madeline, because we truly don't know. So this is, alleged. But it is creepy, really creepy, and does not look good for Maxwell. Now, for some reason, if you don't know who Maxwell is, well, you know who Jeffrey is. And this is them booed up together. Now, it's making sense to you? It should. Especially since her name is on these files. This is one of the reasons why this CCTV footage is really unsettling. And to this day, we don't know if she's possibly still alive or not. We don't know what's going on with Madeline. She's just gone. People who just disappear without a trace, like I said in a lot of my previous videos, these will be almost always the more scarier cases. Because it's like, without a trace, you're really gone. Can't find nothing. Me editing here, and I found something on the internet that a lot of people kept talking about that I have not mentioned yet, that a lot of you may believe. That is because since Madeline is on the Epstein files, I've been seeing it over and over again that people believe that she's sold. Her parents sold her. These are one of the theories that for a lot of people, this is not even theories. They think it's just pure facts. But what do you think? You think the parents did it? Sold their daughter? It's a crazy theory, but it only gets scarier.
There is now evidence that Madeleine McCann is in fact dead. Apparently, there was a property that was bought by the primary suspect, a man by the name of Christian Bruckner, that is disguised to look like a factory. And they found this hard drive along with a bunch of other stuff, which I'll get to in a second, back in 2016, so I don't know why they're just going through it now. But on this hard drive, that's where they found evidence. Now, let me tell you some of the other things that they found at this property. In addition to the 6 USB sticks and 2 memory cards, they also found firearms, masks, and chemicals, and these were alongside things like toys and clothing. They found 75 swimsuits. They found small bikes.
On the right side of the screen, it is exactly what you think it is. On the left side, it says, I have cut myself pretty badly in my rented apartment. Fortunately, everything is alright, but you know there's always a but.
Yep.
I don't really want to notify the owners of the damage on the walls. Why? If it's just a cut, why? And that's why these Reddit posts be creepy, because it's almost like they're self-snitching on themselves without even really knowing it. You just gotta really look deep into it. Then he goes on and he says, what would I need to make this disappear? Here's the thing about this post and why I believe that this is a murder. Possibly. Well, if you look at this picture of all of the red on the wall, you notice that there's this chip on the wall, meaning that something was hitting the wall. Now, as you can see, if he cut himself in this manner, this means your arm is on a wall. You sliced yourself and you're just keeping it there for a long time. Any normal person would move away immediately and you would see that it would not be that much. Me editing here, hi. I'm sorry if I'm too black and you could barely see me, but if I confused you when I said it's not that much, it's not that, it wouldn't be that much on the wall. It'll be mainly all on the floor because you're gonna remove your arm really quick and it'll all be leaking on the floor. That's what I mean. Or am I tripping? But I can't be tripping. The reason why I can't be tripping because the same person was posting on another Reddit called Alcoholics Anonymous. And one of the things that he said was, I'm proud of you being sober, even for a day. Why is he talking to himself in third person? I'm proud of you for a day. Say, I'm proud of myself. I'm also battling alcoholism. My usual sober time is 2 days in a week. Damn, that's crazy. 2 days of just sober time? He then says, if you wanna, I would happily talk with you sober. We would not drink for more than 8 hours before speaking. So what this telling us is that he has a drinking problem. We know people who drink, what they can turn into if they're in a relationship, right? See how we connecting the dots?
Yep.
Because more months before this post of him talking about how he only stays sober 2 times in a week, he then talks about this girl of his who cheated on him. Now you see why this can be a murder. In this Reddit post thread, he says, I lost my girlfriend of 6 years partly because of drinking. I would suggest you get help before that, but I know it's hard. I still did not get any help, and it's been a year since. He admits that he lost his girlfriend because of drinking. He had a lot of more threads of him saying how his girlfriend cheated on him. His drinking problems was just causing him to just be an overall horrible person to his lovely girlfriend. She couldn't take it, but she was probably scared to leave him and cheated. Now, when he found out she cheated, he murdered her. So he covered it all up. He decided to take a picture and say, oh, I'm sorry, I myself. What's a way that I can clean this up? It's just a big, huge accident. And in this picture, it looks a couple minutes fresh. It don't look like it's been there for hours. Because if you did, you would immediately go to the hospital or get stitched up. But after people started to point out these clues that I'm telling you, removed. He removed everything, including deleting his profile. And my ears are ringing for no reason. I really don't know the reason for this. I know a lot of you have y'all theories on why. Can y'all explain it in the comment section? But yeah, it just started ringing out of nowhere. Gia, the wife, wakes her husband up in the middle of the night on a train. It's 11-hour train ride. These are one of them trains that you have people that's laying above you, but the wife and the husband are laying right next to each other. There's even people that can pay $1 doing this 11 train ride. Sound nice, right? But you have to stand the whole time. And some people sit on the floor. Some people sit on a suitcase. It's really a hellhole if you pay the $1 ticket. It's not worth it. It's 11 hours. But a lot of people do because they just can't afford to. But Gia and Lee, on this following night, this train ride was supposed to go lovely. In the middle of the night though, 1 a.m. like I said, she wakes her husband up. Her husband wakes up. He looks at his phone. He sees that it's 1 a.m. and the wife tells him, hey Lee, I'm gonna go to the restroom. You know, she's just letting the husband know, I'm gonna go to the restroom because there's hundreds of people on this train. You don't know who's a creep. It's always best to let your husband know. The husband said, okay love. So his wife goes to the restroom and he ends up trying to stay up and wait for his wife, but he falls back to sleep because he's extremely tired. Then all of a sudden this loud noise happens. It wakes him up and he looks at the bunk bed that his wife's supposed to be in right next to him and she's not there. He looks at his phone. He sees that 30 minutes done pass. The wife is still not here yet. Now he's up, eyes wide awake, completely up, heart beating kind of fast because he's like, what's going on? He's just panicking a little bit. So he walks to the restroom, nearest one. She's not there. Walks to another one. She's not there. Another one. She's not there. Goes on another side. Walks to another one. She's not there. Another one. She's not there. Like I said, it's hundreds and hundreds of people in this long train. But in these empty restrooms where his wife should have gone, she's not there. I mean, he's checking for a long time all around for his wife, even screaming her name, even Gia, like he cannot find her. So he goes to the workers and the workers are like, yes. He says, my wife, have you seen her? Gia, she looks like this. She just disappeared. I can't find her. And this worker just smiles at him and says, what do you mean your wife is vanished? That can't be the case. This is a train that never stopped. How can your wife go missing on this moving train? It cannot be possible. Now, with him knowing that this is the case, that this is the fact, the husband Lee, he forces the worker plus multiple workers to look for his wife anyways, because she was here, she is missing. They think that this husband is actually going insane, that, are you even sure that you came on this train with your wife? He's like, bro, yes, I'm sure. Even though Asians don't talk like that, but you get the point. This is how he came off about it. Screaming, going to each cabin of the train, just screaming his wife's name, nothing. And everybody looking at him kind of odd. He's looking at different faces, wondering if this person has something to do with it. This person, or this. It's too much people. There's no way you can really truly know. After a long hour of searching, another worker comes and says, maybe a couple of hours of searching. His phone rings. He answers, but it's from his wife. And he's confused, but also happy. He answers and he says, hello. He gets more confused because it's a man. And then he gets even much more confused because this man says, your wife is at the hospital. You need to come see her now. He's like, how is my wife at the hospital? Not only that, she was just here. He's lost. Long story short, hours later, he ends up making it to the hospital where the man told him his wife was at. She was really at the hospital. He walks in, he sees his wife for the first time at the hospital, and it's not looking good, like at all. In this picture, I know most of you probably can tell, but if you can't tell in this photo, what we're seeing here is that she's recovering, but her left leg, her left arm, and her right foot is completely gone. Now, what ended up happening when Gia was going to the restroom that following night, which she was on the train, the husband was not being delusional, she did go to the restroom. On her way back, what ended up happening was, which very unfortunate, one of the panels on the train swept completely open, causing her to fall down underneath the train, making her lose her limbs, laying there lifeless on the rail. Luckily, somebody noticed her and helped her. My apology for calling one of the carriages a cabin earlier. Hope one of you don't get mad at me for that. But when she was sucked right under, somebody helped her out. Remember, she lost her limbs. It's not like someone saw her immediately as this happened. She was so strong that she was on that rail for a very long time. She just thought she was gonna die, literally. Even parts from her head was missing. Parts from her shoulder was also missing. I didn't tell you that. But she managed to fight it off, keep herself alive until someone noticed her. But get this, the train, what the hell happened? Like, how can she just fall from a loose panel underneath the train, causing her to almost lose her life? Here's the thing, in China, they got old parts from a train and put the train together, but made the train brand new and alive. On some of the carriages, they wanted to install air conditioners, but they had to put them underneath.
I was thinking of like a new version train, but that kind of, I don't know how to envision it though.
And they wanted to test each air conditioner that they put underneath. They decided to do something so stupid and make a hole underneath the train, like a literal hole, but they just put a panel on top. Instead of being a normal group of people and putting wires through, they did the whole technique. Then they put the AC there and then they cover it. And then of course they try to put it in a way that you can't fall through this. You won't be able to fall through this. So because they decided to go the most dumbest route of installing the AC unit at the bottom while putting a port panel on top that moved over time.
Wouldn't it be smarter if they just added the air conditioning at the top or something like that? I don't know.
Having Gia to get unlucky and moved it one last little bit enough to where she can just fall underneath. Of course it's the train company's fault. Now since that's the end of the video, I have to tell y'all something really just random before we say goodbye to each other. I know. Good hugs, guys. First, for all of the moms out there, I hope y'all are okay. Or the non-moms. Y'all know, though, I just have a soft spot for the moms, older people. But to the point that I was going to make, one of my subs just got out of an abusive relationship. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for her. She got out. She got out. This took a toll on her to the maximum level. But long story short, I gave her my best advice because she wanted it. And for me, it was simple. At least I think. Experience the things that you want to do in life. And I believe it will get you through life. So it can be things like, for me, I love traveling. I travel a lot. I love cooking. I cook a lot. I like watching YouTube videos. I watch YouTube videos a lot. I do the things that I enjoy every single day, and I get enjoyment out of it all the time. And if you don't have the money, it's okay, it's fine. Do the big things later when you do end up getting money, but it's always the little things that you need to find that you want to experience. I truly think, honestly, think that experience is literally the key to life. And like I said, if you don't have the money now, it can be the small things like trying food, going to restaurants that you always wanted to go to, maybe go to that store you always wanted to go to, maybe watch movies or something at home. Y'all know how people say in relationships, the little things count. I truly believe the people who can enjoy the little things and really enjoy the little things in life will always be the most happiest people. Sometimes go big, go crazy, get on that yacht, turn up, but if you can just enjoy the little things in life the most, like for me watching YouTube videos, like, yeah, I'm telling you, it just, like, if you can make that switch, it just changes you. It's not much we all can control. Some of us is not going to live our best lives until we're at the age of 40. It be like that. So make the most out of it through the experiences that you can create. And I'm only saying this now, honestly, is because I told her this, and update, she actually loved that type of advice. Because people would just usually tell you keep going, or keep your head up, just keep moving forward. It'll be okay, everything will be all right, or it's a life. To me, it's experience and making the best memories through the experiences. You start getting money, save up to start doing your favorite experiences. It don't have to be big. It could be something like going to that restaurant you always wanted to try, anything, skiing, whatever the case may be. Anyways, I love y'all. Crazy rant, but I had to. She was abused, and I just had to come and tell y'all that because it made her feel better, and it might make one of you feel better, and one of you might remember this. But I love you. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.
Thank you very much. That was a good video. Can't comment about that. That was very good. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Very good video, talented video, talented. Thing he just said it, and then everybody has a great day.